Hello, my name's David, and I'm planning on doing reviews of golf clubs in the East Anglia area. I'm going to start at BECCLES because I played here as a member for many years, and the Google reviews are widespread from 5s to 1s, and I'd like to explain some of the reasons behind that and also show the course off, because it is a nice course. Even though it's very short, at 5,600 yards off the whites and just under 5,200 yards off the yellows. But that has been here since 1899, and it is on common land. And if you just spin round, Sean, you can show them all where the course is. There isn't a car park at the clubhouse. You have to park down the bottom of the hill in the public car park and then walk up. If you're not a member, the clubhouse is never open apart from Saturdays and some Sundays. But there is a box behind that wall. You sign in, you get an envelope. 9 holes is a £5. 18 holes is a £10. And you just post the envelope through the door. Right, we're going to start on the 7th, which is 317 yards off the yellows. Whites, a very similar distance. There's one white tee to the right and there's one right tee to the left. That's a 9-hole course. White tees, you got 2 tee boxes usually to make the 18. But you'll find as we go around, the yellows are the easiest to play if you play on your own. But it's straight down, 317 yards, and you're playing between the 6th and the 9th. The 8th we'll get to. People don't usually find it, but it is out there. You will notice at BECCLES that not a lot of people play new balls, because a lot of the fairways have big rabbit holes, and it's quite easy to lose a ball. That's not the club's fault. They're not allowed to do anything about the rabbits. That's the council said that. So play old balls, you'll have a lot of fun. You get upset about losing new balls, then you've been pre-warned. Right, as we said before, the greens are not big. That is 13 yards across. It's near enough 13 each way. So they are small, very small greens to aim for. Played the 7th, we'll now go find the 8th. You'll find reds and yellows are both on the same tee. This is the yellow tee box. Whites are up the back. This is your view from the tee box. Can't see a lot, but that is only 100 yards to the green. Right, now we're off to the 9th, which is probably one of my favourite holes if I can get the drive off. I'm not showing me golf because this isn't about how I play, although I have just parred the first 2. What I didn't say is off the tee on the 8th, all the bushes down the left hand side are out of bounds. There is room on the right, like I said, but that is rough. And there is room long left from the green, but precise shot is what's needed here. For the 9th, we walk back up past the 8th tee and then left. That's the 9th tee off the yellows. I'll show you where the 9th and the 18th is off the whites. See 18th? The 9th is further back. So off the 18th tee, the line is tight to the trees. And if we go back off the 18th, you'll have to hit a fade. So it's quite narrow through. And that does make this hole 361 yards off the 9th. It's not mega long, but when you look at where you've got to aim, the flag we can see in the distance is the 6th. So we started to the right of that on the 7th. The 9th green is even further right of that. Well, we're back on the yellow for the 9th. The flag is in front of that gateway up there. You can just see the top of the flag sticking up. The 9th green is in a pit. Similar to the first you hit over a pit, the 9th, the green is sunk down. Probably a good 8 to 10 foot. To the right hand side of these tees, there's plenty of room. You can either aim left or right, because you got the 7th and 6th fairways if you go far left. Right, there are bushes, but if you can clear 160 yards, you'll get past the bushes, but you will be in the rough nearly in front of the first. But a nice straight one, or right hand side, and from the yellows, that's 324 yards. Like I said on the tee, the 9th green is in the dip. That's one of the bigger greens on the course, which still isn't very big. One thing they have done is cut all the gorse down and all the weeds down at the back of the green. If you're on the path, you're out of bounds. Your balls were lost left, right and centre in there, but it's still a nice hole to play. But we've now got to go play the first. One thing I do want to say is, don't forget, if you do come here, that's a public common. There are dog walkers, there are runners, and you have to be mindful of when you're teeing off. Like on the 9th tee, you can't see too far left or right. Right, now on the first, now about to tee off, see if I can get anywhere near the green. That is 159 yards from the yellows. We'll just see how it goes. There is, if you go over the pit, there is 20 yards between the top of the pit and the top of the green. There's a little dish again for the green. Still not very big. The second, one of the white tees is here. This is number 2. It says number 2 on the grass. Your line is the dip between the bushes, and you've got 100 yards of bushes to cover before you. This is par 3 again, but that's 210 yards. But you can't see where you're hitting. That's a blind shot. The other tees are down the path. Right, second green again. It's in another dip. You can't see the bottom of the flag. You can't actually see the green. But this green is wider than it is long. It's not very long at all. Yellow tee, red tee. Back here, you're probably looking 165, 166 yards. And the 11th white is back there. So you're looking 180 yards from that one. Best idea on this, on the second, is to clear no man's land, because rabbit holes are everywhere. You will lose balls. When we get up to the green and you see the dip down to the green, that's probably 15 yards, and there are rabbit holes in the dip, in the bank, so you can easily get a ball caught, but you will get a free relief, you will get a free drop. Right, you're fine. Left, trees, bushes. There's no out of bounds down this one. Well, there is out of bounds is on the right, but that's more for the second tee on the whites, playing over the top of the bushes. Like I said, round the third green, coming in from the tee, there are quite a lot of rabbit holes in the dip just before the green. But the green Another nice, well kept green. Probably 15 yards across, 20 yards wide. But from there we're going to the third. Right, and the third yellow is also the 12th white. The hole from here is 324 yards, although on the stake it says 326. 316 to the front, 332 at the back. Tight to the left, bushes all the way down. You're playing over bushes to the right, but once you get over the first 100 yards, that opens right up. There's a lot of space on the right that you can't see. And then hopefully that's a nice drive, chip onto the green, and a nice par. Right, this is the third tee off the whites. To find it, you got to come past the yellow tee for the third, through the bushes. But that is your line. In the dip of the bushes, you can just see the flag down in the distance. Right, same as with the second. The third fairway is probably one of the roughest for rabbit holes. But you should easily find your ball. None of them are too deep. But we'll have a look as we get down there. Right, another small green. It's probably 18 yards long, 12, 14 yards across. Another good shot needed in. Walk away with a par on that one, which I'm quite happy about. And now we've got a nice walk through the woods up to the fourth. We're now back on the main part of the course, where we first saw where the car park is. Off the fourth, the road down the left is out of bounds. The car park's on the left, but if you get near that, you've hit a really bad shot. Fairway is tee to green, straight line. Off the yellows, that's a bit easier shot. The whites, you climb over bushes again. This is par 4, it's 375 yards. Straight down, this is yellow tees. Straight down to the pin. There is a fairway, that's marked by pegs. The white tees are around here, and that's a double tee box. Front and back. But again, because that's such a short track, they try and get you to hit over all sorts of stuff to make it a bit harder. Par on this course is 68. And that's your view from the whites. From the fourth at the front, 13th at the back. Same with all the rest of the greens. Lovely condition. Really well kept. For volunteers, they do a really good job. Right, this is the fifth. This is the only par 5 on the course, and it is 484 yards by me Garmin, 482 off the pin. On the side of the white tee box is the yellows, the same distance for this one as that one. The other white tee is over there, flying over them bushes. Right, fifth fairway. A little bit rough, but big enough holes to find your ball. Take your relief. As we move down, we'll go past the 6th tees on the left. Reds, yellows, whites further back. Again, we're playing over all them trees on the left. But as you get past the white tees, the fairway narrows right down, and the 5th is probably the smallest green on the course. It's not very big at all. Right, 5th green. It's actually bigger than I thought. It just looked small where I sat. It's 19 yards long, probably the same across, maybe a touch more. Bushes down the left, out of bounds to the back, out of bounds far right, bushes down the right. The actual fairway is not quite as wide as the green. It's probably 18 yards wide. There is rough everywhere, and if you're getting it, good luck. You might need to find another ball. Right, finish the fifth. Green's that way, tee's that way for the fifth. Sixth, last hole we're playing today, 322 yards. Pin's over there. When you stand on the box, that makes you think that you got to fade it. You can actually play a straight shot, or you can play one out towards the trees and cut it into the fairway. But there's plenty of room. If you miss any of these fairways on this side of the course, I missed the fourth and I played off the sixth, nearly. So you got loads of space. But that's a good course. I don't mind it. I love coming down here with the Sean, playing round, and that's a good place to learn. And because that's only £5 for 9 holes, who's going to complain? Right, on the 6th green in 2, and the 6th green is probably one of the biggest on the course. It's bigger than the 5th. 4th's probably round about the same size, 9th a little bit smaller. But I'm not here about those. This isn't about the golf. This is about just having fun and try to see what these courses are really like. Oh, so close. Take a 5. If you all watch proper golf videos, I would recommend Peter Finch, Rick Shields, Matt. You got Ben Haddon. He's quite good, professional in America. But this will just be about reviews for the course, or the courses. Next month we'll do another course and see what they're like. Thank you very much. If you like the video, like and subscribe, and leave a comment below what could be improved. This is the first video, so thank you very much.